She started working with me mid-flare, active bleeding, constant diarrhea, the kind of flare where you start planning your whole day around bathroom access. 2 weeks later, no bleeding, no diarrhea. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you what actually changed in those 2 weeks and why it wasn't what you'd expect. I build personalised plans like this with clients regularly, and this exact pattern shows up more than people realise. Here's what most people assume when someone's mid-flare with bleeding. Things are serious, food is clearly a major trigger, so the answer must be strip everything back to almost nothing and wait it out. It feels responsible, cautious, like the safe move when things are genuinely that bad. And it's understandable, when your body feels like it's betraying you, doing less feels safer than doing more. Here's the problem with that assumption. Extreme restriction during an active flare doesn't just fail to speed recovery, it often adds a second layer of stress on top of an already inflamed gut. Your nervous system reads severe restriction as a threat, on top of the threat your gut is already dealing with. So you end up managing the flare and managing food-related fear at the same time, which keeps the whole system on high alert instead of calming down. You're trying to heal from a place of scarcity, and healing doesn't happen well from scarcity. What actually moved things for her wasn't stripping everything away, it was personalising the plan specifically to what her gut needed in that moment, not maximum restriction, but a plan built around calming inflammation while still giving her body the fuel and nutrients it needed to actually do the repair work. Restriction without fuel doesn't heal a gut mid-flare, it just adds scarcity on top of inflammation, and now you're fighting both at once instead of just one. Alongside the food plan, the other levers matter just as much, the nervous system piece, the rhythm piece, all working together rather than expecting food alone to carry the whole recovery on its own. No single lever gets a body out of an active flare that fast by itself. Here's why the 2-week timeline makes sense once you see it this way. Her gut wasn't fighting two things anymore. It wasn't fighting inflammation while also being starved and stressed by restriction. It had what it needed to actually repair right from the start, instead of repair getting delayed by weeks of restriction first, the way it usually goes. If you're mid-flare and reaching for maximum restriction because it feels like the responsible thing to do, it's worth asking whether that's actually helping your gut heal, or just adding a second stressor on top of the first one. Personalised isn't the same as restrictive, sometimes it's closer to the opposite.